You can come from a very privileged background, but if you don't believe in yourself, you're going to take everything down. It's as simple as that. Your privilege is not going to hold you strong. So, hi, my name is Akhilesh, and I'm part of the HR community at Genpact. I lead talent acquisition, employee engagement, and experience for the firm globally. And my big agenda is to basically take the company forward in terms of talent, in terms of DNA. And the company can only move forward in terms of that if we are truly being diverse in our leadership team and how we actually bring in people from a variety of backgrounds, different thinking, different thoughts, and bring that flavor of inclusion, diversity in our boardroom thinking and our how we do business, literally. So that's my big agenda, and that's what I drive. So we are close to about 100,000 employees globally. We are a large professional services firm. We help our clients transform through digital and through the application of deep process and domain expertise. And we're based in mostly across Asia and US and Europe. When you look at Genpact, you can easily look at us from a standpoint of being a captive of GE, General Electric, and then transforming into a professional services firm, but with a very, very strong anchor into consulting and digital. So that's what we are very famous for and well known for. I was very, and I would not say was, I still am very, very curious about everything. If I don't know something, I would go and do things. So at the age of 15 was when I started my first business. And it was nothing big. It was small thing, but it was trading, right? Back then in India, there was this whole wave of people buying imported items from US, Dubai, UK, and everything, perfumes and gifts, and there was no real gifting culture apart from the Indian way of gifting. So there were no, gift cards and things like that. So I saw something interesting. I saw the trend catching on during my college days, and I said, "Hey, let me start try and do something." And I made some good money out of it. Then set up some retail outlets that actually catered to that. Became a bit more successful in doing that while studying. It was a tough balancing act, but it was fun. So I jumped. I failed so many times. Running large-scale operations for companies like Convergys and then GE, and which became Genpact finally. Did a lot of operating roles. Got deployed into Romania. I was the first person to be deployed. So literally had to build out the infrastructure of the business grounds up in Romania. And at that time, a lot of people did not speak English. So I had to learn Romanian. And I did that. I learned. I lived there for 6 years. I made some very beautiful friendships across Eastern Europe as we went on expanding into Poland, into Hungary, Czech Republic, went into Africa, built out the African business in Morocco at that time. Did some pretty interesting complex transactions and acquisitions and restructuring of those acquisitions, and basically got pulled into HR again. Not by design. Nothing in my life has happened by design. The only design in my life was don't say no, figure things out, jump into things that you don't know, you will learn. I basically look at how can I do better on a daily basis. I actually am not worried about what people think about me. what anyone thinks about me. If I wake up in the morning, am I feeling good about it? Am I motivated? Then I'm in the right place, doing the right thing, right? uh, when I have to think about what I've achieved for the day, have I done better than the day before, then I'm progressing. uh, the whole motivation has always been learning and doing better than the day before for myself, not for anyone else. The fact why people focus on what others say and what others think about themselves is because they are afraid of something about themselves. Why? And the reality is, if it fails, if things fail, it's your failure. You hold yourself accountable. You hold yourself responsible. Okay. Don't shirk your responsibility or accountability. Don't blame others for your failure. Okay. You will just grow in confidence that you know what you're doing, and you can deliver. Now, it does not come from, it's not a light on off switch moment. It just does not come from a aha. These are practices that you build over time, and it will be hard, but you have to build it consciously into your subconscious. You have to train your mind that that's where you have to head, if that's where you have to head. Because at least for me personally, I found it a very safe space for myself. Today, if I have to talk about even a controversial topic that people might feel it's controversial, I will, because I'm confident about it myself. And if I make a mistake in that, I will admit I made a mistake and I'll own my mistake. So if you can do that, then you don't need to fear about anything. And the only biggest advice I can give anyone is surround yourself with people who believe in you. Okay. The more people who are there who say that you can't do it, okay, it just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in the end. So you don't need negative folks around you. You need people who will give you constructive advice, okay, who will guide you, but you always need people who will encourage you. I stayed away from other people's negativity. I always did. I would rather be an optimistic fool and try and fail and learn, rather than be a pessimistic person who would not try, not fail, never learn. So when I hired someone from Africa to work on a project, the thinking pattern is so different. It's not about race or anything. It's just their context is different. So the way ideas flourish there is very different. It was amazing to see that. But I actually had to tell that person at that point in time, hey, open up, speak. Don't ever think that the other person has a better idea just because they come from a different background, right? So showcase your skills is one of the main things. Showcase who you are is the second thing. And be very open to converse, to talk. Don't be shy, don't be embarrassed about your background. Your background is great. That's what makes you unique. You as a person, how you deal with your challenges, right? And how you keep on challenging yourself on a daily basis. It is not your reaction that counts, it's your action that counts. So think, reflect, pause, and do things that are meaningful to you, that make you happy, and you will actually find your way. You will find your way, but never stop trying.